Today we are going to be talking about 2.5 linear inequalities in two variables. A linear inequality relates two variables using an inequality symbol. My definition is that it is a line with one of the inequality symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than equal to. To do this, you need to graph a boundary line. A boundary line is the line that you're going to graph with the inequalities. What's going to happen here is we're going to graph a line and then it's going to shade. So if this was an equal sign, then this would be y equals 1/2 x plus 1. To graph, we talked about this last time. You have to go and start here at this plus 1. Positive 1 on the y is right here. You remember your slope is rise over run. So we're going to rise 1 from here to here and run 2. 1, 2. Rise 1 more and run 2 more. Okay? Now, the difference here is instead of just drawing a solid line, you have to ask yourself, is this an open circle or a closed circle? This is an open circle. If it's an open circle, so if it's open, you're going to do a dotted line. If it's closed, that's when you do a solid line. So, it is an open circle, so we need to do a dotted line here. Okay, not only do you have to do the lines are different, you are going to shade. Okay, so we have something called a test point. A test point is a point that you choose to plug in the equation to help you know where to shade. You're going to choose any point as long as it is not on the line. So, the easiest point ever to plug in is 0, 0. 0, 0 is not on my line, so I'm going to plug it in. So I'm going to take 0 is less than equal or less than 1/2 times 0 plus 1. 1/2 times 0 is 0. This goes away. So 0 is less than 1. This is true. Now I made some side notes for you over here. If the statement is true, shade on the side of the line of the point. So what that means, 0, 0 is right here. I have a true statement. So I'm going to shade all of this on the side of that point. However, say I had chosen a point on the other side. Say I had chosen the point 0, 2. So I would have plugged in 2 is less than 1/2 times 0 plus 1. It says 2 is less than 1. That is false. If it is false, my note is, if the statement is false, shade on the side, opposite side of the line from the point. So, here's my line. Here is 0, 2. That was a false statement, so I have to shade down here. Because all of this is what my answer. You need to have shading and the dotted line or the solid line to be correct for this. Let's try another one. We have y is greater than or equal to 2. We learned last time that when you only have one variable, it's either going to be a vertical or a horizontal line. If it's a y equals line, it was going to be horizontal. So we're going to go to y equals 2 and do a line. Now, this is a closed circle. So if you remember from earlier, closed circle means a solid line. So I'm going to draw a solid line through here. And we're going to plug a point. So 0, 0. So 0 is greater than or equal to 2. This is false. So I don't want to shade below the line. I want to shade above the line. It is your turn to try C and D.